Welcome, everybody. My name's Tammy. We're only 3 minutes late, so I guess we could still be considered bus drivers here. But anyway, welcome. We're here on a Wednesday evening. We're going to be chatting about vital health. It's something that my husband, my son, and I actually stumbled across. You almost could say we met up with Z. She goes by Z, a friend of Tanya's, and we met with her here locally. And this is how it all started. So isn't it crazy how you can just meet one person in your life and it kind of changes the trajectory of what is going on in your life? So let me give you just a little back history. Again, my name's Tammy. I've been marketing online for past 12 years and I build teams. I love to market online. It's how we've actually traveled all around the country. And so when we stumbled upon this, we said we have to share this. This is a passion of mine. In 2015, I started my fearless heart health journey. I lost over 100 and some pounds. Past couple of years, everybody knows what happened. Past couple of years, I actually put on a few pounds back. So I'm here to get those off again. So I was always searching for something. Also, my husband, Bob here, that's on with me, him and I have been entrepreneurs for 37 years, and him and I are always looking for just, of course, something that can improve our health, but also the financial aspect of it. My husband was a New York State mortgage broker for 15 years. Him and we flipped over 50 properties. So we know a good thing when we see one. And when we saw this, we said, wow, we have to tell people about it, you know? And so my husband has a keen eye for business opportunities. And I said to him one night, just recently, a couple weeks ago, actually, I says, you got to listen to this video. It was a comp plan for this vital health. And I says, you got to listen to this. And he's like, wow, another one of these, Tammy? Really? So here we go again, right? And I'm like, no, no, really, this is different. And so when we met, we actually listened to that first, I believe, before we met Z, Tanya's friend. And then I saw LaFonda posted about the body scan, which a lot of people have been asking us about this, right? We got more people coming in on the sideline here on the waiting room, but I just want people to know that we might max this out. So start texting your friends, telling them that we're live here tonight. The only way you're going to be able to get on it because I'm not going to post on. Sometimes I have a tendency to say things that I shouldn't, so I'm just recording this privately. But anyway, getting back to our story here is we sat down with her and then we got a complete body scan, him, myself, and Rob, and we were blown away. We were like, really? This is crazy. It's like in alignment of what we need to know. And so anyway, then I started sharing it with a couple friends because a lot of people know me. I just can't keep my mouth shut. And now we're here tonight to explain to you if you've never heard this before, please stay to the end, okay? Everybody knows that I absolutely love to, like I said, do team building, but we also want everybody to get their questions answered because I don't want anybody to feel left behind. Like if you don't understand something, please put it in the chat. We have a lot of people helping here tonight. We have LaFonda and Tanya. And so James is on here and he's going to explain why he loves Vital Health. I love it already. You can tell I love the products. I talk a lot, right? So I have so much energy. It's crazy. And I don't know what I can say and I can't say yet, James. So I'm just going to zip it and then I'll turn it over to you so that, you'll get in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. So here's James, and he's just amazing. And it's an honor for you to come on to our Zooms. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And no, this is all because of Tanya, right? I mean,
Yep.
we met Tanya not even 2 months ago, and she came into this organization, to this company, and just had a passion for the products. The products helped her really quickly. She had a passion for the business, and
Mhm.
she just started sharing. And that's where this all came from. And last month we did almost 200,000 in online orders last month together with her and her team and a few other people. And then this month we did the same thing. They went double diamond, which if you don't know what that is, that's okay. It's just they did it really fast and then we did it. And then this month we hit triple diamond. We did over 200,000 again in sales. And so it's just a lot of momentum going on inside this company that no one knows about. And I shared with a few friends today, and it's interesting because I've been in this industry now of online marketing, direct sales. I owned a marketing agency for 5 years, and I've been in this arena for 25 years, and been a seven-figure earner, earned a lot of income in this industry. And this is the first time that I've seen a place or the anybody can win. And I've said that before, but the numbers never matched it. And here's why I say that. And Tanya can attest to this too, because she could go look at her numbers. And you look at from a business perspective, we'll talk a little about product tonight as well, but from a business perspective, we did this month, we'll just use this month. It's not, the month isn't over yet. We've done around 240,000 in volume, which comes out to probably around 300 to $400,000 in sales, right? And that came from around 220 active affiliates. And you go, wait a minute, how's it impossible? Is everybody just spending so much money? No, people are getting lots of customers. They're out there, they're working the business, they're going and sharing it. We have a lot of people that have retail locations too, and they're buying the products and they're reselling to retail locations. And so whether you're a person that has a retail location, maybe a naturopath or a chiropractor or doctor's office or anything, and you have a place where you can actually resell products, you can win here. If you're a person that's an online marketer and you do online traffic and you have websites and funnels and all that stuff, you can win here too. If you're a person that has no idea what I'm talking about, but you just like to share what you love, we got that too. Or if you're a network marketer and you like to do all of it and grow a team like Tammy is doing with all those types of people which not everyone wants to do that. But if you do want to do that, you can earn a lot of money here too. And the thing is whether you want to build a business, do online marketing, or just sell products, you can make as much money in each category. Now, if you build a business that does all of them, you can make a lot of money because we already have people in this company that are making 50, 60, 100,000, $150,000 a month. And no one knows about this company. And the only reason I say that is the belief level, right? Because it's not about, come here, we'll teach you how to make $1 million. Like that's not our thing. This is a real business with real numbers and products that have been helping people for 10 years that you all on this call, whether you're a part of our team, whether you are looking at becoming a part of this team, whether you're just trying to want to get the products, you're a part of this movement that no one knows about yet. Because right now there's about 80,000 affiliates, so people that have chosen to participate in the income side of this. And of those about 80,000 people, less than 1% speak English. So we just came into the US market. We started last July, but we really didn't come into the US English speaking market until January. And again, these are products that have been around and developed over the last 10 years. So the products aren't on trial. The business model isn't on trial. We did 1 million in our first year, 4 million year two, 42 million year three. And that's when there was nobody that spoke English in the company. And that's a testament to the products and what we're doing here. So I just want to kind of lead with that a little bit tonight because there's so many ways that you can make money outside your job or online or all different ways, and you get to choose how you do that. And here with what we're doing and how we are bringing these wellness products to market, it's giving people the opportunity not to just to get healthy with adaptogenic herbs that have been working for thousands of years. So they're adaptogenic herbs because we originated in Mexico, and in Mexico they still use plants as medicine. That's just how they use it, and that's how it was. These formulations were developed. And then they put nanotechnology into it and they put science into it. So it's really rooted products with herbs. So when you look at our product line, you go, wow, you guys have a lot of products. We don't really. We have a lot of ways that you can take products to help yourself heal internally, depending on what you're looking to do. But it just comes down to what your body needs. And so I'd love to know in the chat here, when you think of your health on a scale of 1 to 10, one being like I don't feel good when I wake up in the morning. I don't sleep well. Maybe I need to lose some weight. Whatever that number one feels like to you, to a 10, where would you rate yourself? And 10 being vitality, you have energy all day, you're in good shape, you have sleep at night. One being low, 10 being high. Where do you rate your health in what you're doing and what you have? I just want to kind of get an idea. One, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 11, 11. She's Wonder Woman's always an 11 or a 12. And
She's
again,
been
we've
on
got
longer. That's not fair. No.
right. And we've got lots of ranges. And here's the thing: one of the things that you'll see here, and if Tammy, if you want me to go into the products a little bit, I can in a second. But we don't believe there is a magic pill. And you see that in this industry. In this industry, there's products out there like, oh my gosh, if you take this, everything is going to change and all these different things. Lots of promises. Our system is rooted in the idea that your body has different systems inside of it. And when you feel that it's your cardio that's your problem, it probably isn't. It's probably your kidneys and toxins inside your body that need to be purged. And then that affects and heals other parts of the body. So everything is based around all these different systems, and everyone's system is different. And I can't pretend to go, okay, Ruth, this is what you need. I see Ruth in front of me. I don't know why. And I go, Linda, this is what you need. I have no idea. But here's who does know: your body. Your body knows what it needs. If I give it the right adaptogenic herbs, it's going to go, this is what I need from this. This is what I need from that. And so that's how our products are designed, is in a systematic approach to holistic wellness. And so when you start taking our products, you want to take them in a way that you're looking to not cure sickness. You're looking to make your body healthy so sickness doesn't exist. And if you look at the things that happen in terms of, okay, well, I have cancer or diabetes or whatever it is, our society goes, well, just take medication. And medication just masks what's going on, usually. Not against medication. But if you're looking at how do I get rid of those things? How do I not be sick? The answer is not take medicine to not be sick. The answer is heal your body so you're healthy so you can't be sick. And so it's just a different way of looking at medicine and herbs and things like that. And the idea here, and we'll talk about this in a second, is to make it affordable because there are people that will go down to Mexico and get treatment because they can't get it here in the US, and they'll pay tens of thousands of dollars to go overseas and get treatments for all these different things. I had a friend of mine, not related to this company at all in any way, shape, or form, disclosure there. I had a friend who was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, was told he was going to die in 6 months, and he said no. And he went down the whole naturopathic way and he cured his cancer in 6 months. And that was 12 years ago, and he's still alive. Now, the idea that that's possible is the idea of what Dr. Tony wants to bring to the world, because his whole thing came from when his parents died before he was 16 from diabetes. And they go, why would they die from diabetes? Because they didn't have medicine to help them and all the diabetic metformin, all that kind of stuff, because they just didn't afford it. And now he wanted to create a way that he could use herbs and make it affordable for people not to get sick, not to cure sickness, but to not get sick. And so when you take some of our products, like when we talk about taking our S balance, which normalizes your blood sugar levels, almost instantly within 40 minutes. And you don't have to take my word for it. Take your blood, take 2S balance and see what happens in 40 minutes. Your blood will stabilize. And so after a while, it's not a question of like, oh, I'm going to get somebody off metformin. Their body just won't be able to take metformin because it's stabilizing the blood sugar. So I'm not curing diabetes. I'm not reversing anything. I'm just making it so the blood sugar levels are stabilized. Therefore, your body doesn't want the medicine. And so that's kind of what we do here. We're looking to heal at the very base level. And people go, "Oh, you can't say heal." Yes, I can. I can say heal. I can say, now I can't say that our products heal the body. I can say when you take our products, the goal is to heal your body from within. That's the goal. The goal is how do we get your body back to where it's naturally in a place that sickness cannot exist? And that's our goal. I came into the company I'm also an executive with the company. I'm a VP of marketing and communications. And I came to the company with the idea of I'm going to try the products and I guarantee they won't work. That's how I came to the company. Because I've tried every product under the sun, every product. I've tried every weight loss shake, you name it. I've tried it. And find me one that I haven't tried, and I'll try it too. Send it to me, sample me. Let's go. But I've tried everything, and I've never felt so healthy as I do right now. And all I do has been taking these products. I haven't really changed my diet or anything. I've dropped 13 pounds in about the last 2 months, and not because of that. But if I did a before and after, I'm not a big fan of before and after, so you probably won't see me do it unless I do it in a private Facebook group. But my face has gone down, and actually Tanya can probably see, my inflammation has gone down. I look like I lost actually 20 pounds, but I've only lost like 12 or 13. But it's the inflammation that's gone down. Like you can see my jawbone, all this kind of stuff. And I'm not working out every day. I think the last time I worked out was like 3 weeks ago because I travel so much. So again, now why is it like that? It's because I'm just getting healthy. And so sickness cannot exist and my body is getting back to a healthy weight because that's what it's designed to do. And again, that's so I just want to give an idea from without me showing slides or diving into it. I just want to give you kind of my heart tonight and just kind of let you hear what that is and what the possibilities of on the business side and on the product side a little bit too. But Tammy, was there anything that you wanted me to like kind of dive into or go? Because I know we've got a mixed crowd here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has any questions, like we've gone over the product, and I kind of wanted this Zoom to be sort of like a strategy session in a lot of ways too. Like, in other words, I always look at like any business as a, 30,000 foot view. Like, if you have another, a business right now, how can this complement it? How can it, be an extension of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of my members from I have a funnel business like you. So they're like, what in the heck is Tammy doing here? And I wanted people to understand I couldn't pass this up. I couldn't not tell my friend Valerie. I couldn't not tell my friend Chris that's on all of my Zooms because, when you talk amongst your friends and your peers in this space of internet marketing, we're all like, boy, this person, like I've lost and Bob knows it. I mean, we're just gonna be frank on this Zoom. Well, your name's James, but we're gonna be frank. But like in these 12 years, I've lost so many friends and so many people along the way. I'll be, I wear my heart on my sleeve, just like, you, and this is why I love this community. But it's like, and Bob will say, wow, I'm sorry, to hear that person pass. Like I had a dentist couple that passed a couple years ago. So I could not look at this anymore when you're coaching and mentoring from that standpoint, because they get on Zoom and I'd say to Valerie, well, where's such and such? Oh, they're not feeling good. So it's there, it's in our face. And if we have to realize that everybody needs something like this, you know what I mean? And that's the standpoint I'm taking here is like it's a great addition to what you're currently doing, in this, especially if you're in the space and you're just talking to someone and if you're in the networking space, and that's the other thing I asked Tanya and I asked LaFonda, does this company, it's okay to have another income stream? And they're like, yes. So if that makes sense, I'm just making sure that everybody understands that I added on this so that a year ago, I'm just going to say it, we were searching for something for my husband and I. And, we had some health issues, and I won't say what they are. It's personal to us. Maybe he wants to share. He shared on others at the last Zoom, but I just want people to realize that, when we have a big community ourselves, we needed some support. We needed some support. We needed people to understand, hey, we have some health issues. So I feel like we're plugging into our community is like plugging into this community. Does that make sense? Because you guys are like, like up there where I've never reached diamond status. Never. Never in my one career. I never have because something or other just it was like the universe to stop me. I don't know what it was. So then I went back to coaching and doing, affiliate member to member sales. So I just want people to understand though that I've found something that I'm very passionate about. The leadership here is amazing. If maybe you want to take it from that standpoint and then go over the comp plan, because like I said, I think it's cool that we have the products that we can go to a chat bot and say, hey, and plug into the product. So I feel like it's more of a, like from the standpoint of the comp plan, how it can be, in addition. And I'm thrilled with the comp plan myself because now I'm seeing it for my own eyes, as
Yeah.
the
And I want to
patient
have
comment.
I want to have Tanya say a few words too. Before
Payday.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Phoenix Day.
before you come on, Tanya, I mean, what
Yeah.
just to key off of what you just said, Tammy, of like how do you fit this into whatever your current business is?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like other companies that are out there, other network marketing companies, because that's what we're talking about, other network marketing companies,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to you always have to fit into their mold,
Yep.
into their comp plan and go, this is what the comp plan tells you to do. Our comp plan flexes to whatever you want to do. So if you just want to refer a few friends or build a funnel or whatever it is, you can do that here. There isn't a mold you have to fit into. And so when we talk a little bit about this comp plan and we'll go over that tonight and some strategy and the tools that we use and the bots and stuff like that, I want you to put your mold onto this versus going, okay, how does the company want me to do this? Because
Mm-hmm.
those days are over. We want to know how you want to build a business and want to help you do that around that idea. So, Tanya, I would love for you to share a little bit of what your
Yep.
journey has been like, and then we can take it away and talk a little comp plan.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Real quick, I'm Tanya, and I've only been with Vital Health for a couple of months, but boy, has it been amazing. And I'll just tell you this, I've been in this industry for 39 years, which is it's too long. It's a long, long time. But I will tell you that there are certain things that I'm sure many of you would agree. Does anybody own their own business? Anybody a business entrepreneur or just, have their own business? There's certain things that you look for stability because you know what? I don't want to waste my time. I'm tired of wasting my time. I'm tired of putting effort into something and not having an equal results or have people switch this on us or switch that. And I'm sure some of you can relate to that. So the things that I look for as a seasoned professional and businesswoman are the stability of the company. Oh my gosh, we're on target to do, well, they said a month ago 100 million, and now we're on target to do 200 million this year. Like that is crazy. We just barely launched into the United States and Canada. So stability, we already have something that's so solid and so stable, but yet it's brand new. Have any of you heard of Vital Health before? I mean, I had never heard of it, but yet here we are. And so the opportunity, the timing is critical. And then of course, having a company that has a culture. The one team culture is something I have dreamt about for years. Like as a matter of fact, the last company I was with, did hashtag one team all the time, just because I wanted that to be the culture. Everyone gets to fit in. It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from or where you're at, that you're all included and that you really feel that way. Not a bunch of clout and egos and all that stuff going on. Sick of that stuff. We just want real people, real results, and to love and honor and respect everyone. So that meant the world to me to have that kind of culture. The products, I will tell you, I know I was brought here at a different level, a spiritual level, because I'm dealing with a diagnosis right now that I know that the products were brought to me for a reason. So that's a huge deal for me. And that's a testimony that's going to be pretty solid. And then, guys, we can't ignore it. And I talk about it all the time because I can't help it. Who needs money? Like, really, everyone needs money. We need help. We need, our world financially really needs to be able to have something that they can get excited about, that they can actually get a check like today and go, oh my gosh, Tammy. Oh my gosh, LaFonda.
I
Like,
know.
what do we
I
really,
said to my husband, I says, that's real? I said, just call the
right?
back
Do we
office.
Yeah, you guys, it's never happened in the industry where we get paid like 13 different ways and that we get paid over 80%. Like guys, it's huge. The industry average is 27%. So the way that they pay us weekly, they pay us monthly, and you can count on it. And we get to do it as a team effort. And there's just two things here. First of all, get in as soon as you possibly can. We have free memberships right now, and we also have founders positions, and there are not very many left. There's only 1,000 of them, and that allows you to have 1% of the global profits. So that's something you want to consider, just as something we have right now that is going to be really important to people who are on this call if they're not there yet. But I'll just tell you, I'm super excited, thankful to be a part of your journey and your team to help in any capacity that I can. And you're in the right place at the right time. I've never been so excited in my career, for real.
That's awesome. I was wondering if you could just maybe someone on here could just detail the benefits of, by the way, Rob and I, we hit the number one on leaderboard, but it looks like someone else took our position. That's
Somebody just
okay.
must have come in that's
Someone
getting all
just
the brand new people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rob and I ranked up to the leaderboard, and I just want people to know that that's something I love and passionate about teaching. So I will definitely, because I've already had people ask me, well, how do you generate leads for this? Well, we're going to do some of those team co-ops. But anyway, getting back to this is I want people to understand that the founders pack, the founders positions, I should say, like what you were saying, Tanya, if you want to just give a summary, I can copy and paste it in here. If you guys want, I know there's still a lot of people that I've been talking to on the Zoom wanting to know exactly what they get when they become a founder.
Do you want me to put that in there? Because I can. I can go
Yeah.
grab it.
Okay, yeah, could
Yeah,
you?
let me grab it.
All right, cool. And then James, if you wanted to start going over the compensation plan, because like I said, it's amazing. I've never been part of a compensation plan like this. So that would be great. If anyone else wants to share, feel free. We'll do it towards the end.
Yeah, I definitely can. And what I'll talk about really quickly first before that is this
Sure.
high one team, right? So you'll
Yep.
hear this one team culture over and over again, right? And the idea of one team is it's kind of like a utopian idea, right? Where we all get along, we have no egos, and we work together. Now, of course, we all have egos. You know, you can't be alive without them. But making it so we're all collaboratively working together towards the same mission. And that's what we're really looking to do because when you think about, in most, and not all, because I haven't been in every network marketing company, most companies operate like this. You have a corporate entity. The corporate entity hires executives. The executives try to bring in leaders, and leaders bring in the company, right? It's usually how it is. Here, it started differently. It
Hmm.
was started by somebody who's in the business for 15 years in a company that was very established, billions of dollars of sales, and he did really, really well there, making multiple six figures a month sometimes. And he did well there. But after 11 years in that company, he was basically raised in that company from 2016-ish. He After 12 years in that company, he realized it wasn't walkaway income. And the reason he realized that is because he actually helped his parents earn a $6,000 a month income for themselves. And he retired his parents, and that was one of his dreams. And they woke up one day and their check was $1,100 and they didn't know why. And as they missed one little stipulation that they had to do, and that they didn't do it, they lost their rank and they didn't make any money. And so he said, you know what? I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be long term because if that can happen to my parents, that can happen to anybody. And so he actually went and started a manufacturing company as another stream of income because all he really knew was, products and network marketing. And so he said, I know, I'll go start learning how to manufacture products and build a business. And he did that. And that led to him meeting Dr. Tony, who had clinics that had thousands of testimonials of what his formulations were doing, which he literally made out of his garage. And Alex, our founder, said, hey, you want to get together? I'll manufacture your products. I'll help you grow a little bit. We'll see what happens. He said, sure, let's do it. And that snowballed into Vital Health Global. And they said, we're going to take this from Mexico to the world and let everyone hear what this is and be part of this. And so that's how they grew from that standpoint. And the reason I say that is because the roots of the company are built on the foundation of walk away income. It's not built on the foundation of let's get a lot of people to work 12 hours a day and potentially, make it so they don't make money because they don't do one little thing. He wanted to create it where you could walk away from this income and literally create a new stream of income with wellness products that work and are affordable, which is hard to find in network marketing because the average network marketing product, just general, average network product is about $75. One product around $75. And you'll see, maybe you get it for wholesale for $50, maybe kind of thing, but there's no profit margin there because here's how you can go out and evaluate any network marketing company right now. And I'm sure you might be a network marketing company, a wellness company right now. It might be, and you might love it, and that's great. But I want to ask you something. You look at the company and you go, okay, is this company going to be around in the next 10 years? If the company is not the manufacturer, if they don't own their own logistics company, if they don't have 6 months of sourcing sitting in their warehouse that is able to scale to $50 million a month, if they don't have certain things in place, that's what our company has in place. I call it the unfair advantage. And so when you start to look at what our company has to offer, it doesn't really compare to any other network marketing company other than Amazon. We're the only company you can really compare that to because Amazon's model right now, if you don't know this, Amazon used to sell books, right? And now they sell everything. But now what their model is they find the number one selling product that's selling the most on Amazon, and they go and manufacture that product. So batteries, sandals, you go on there, and when you search for things, it's called Amazon Basics. It's called Amazon Daily. There's all these little brands that Amazon has created based off high selling products that they can produce for half the cost and sell it on their marketplace. So it's one of our models right now. We can take any products on the market, whether it's collagen, NAD, our kids line that's coming out, skincare that's coming out, all these different things, and go, okay, let's make that product better and cut the price in half. And then pay our affiliates double or triple what they normally make. And you go, that's just not possible. I agree, unless you're the manufacturer and you own your logistics company. We just purchased our own building for $2.5 million. We're putting another $1 million into it in Arizona because we own the logistics company. So if you've ever been in network marketing before and you're a distributor, you're the last to get paid, unless you retail a product. Then you're the first to get paid. But if you're selling something online in a network marketing company, you're the last to get paid because the first one that got paid was the manufacturer. Then it was the logistics provider. Then it was the shipper. Then it was the executives. Then it was the company. And then it was you. And so if you're the last one to get paid, you're the easiest one to get rid of also. So when they're looking to cut the bottom line, the distributor is usually the first one to go. And that's why you see companies that are, changing their model and going affiliate or merging companies or, going bankrupt and they're just going out of business because they realize that they can't compete with Amazon. Because if I go buy collagen for $75 from a company, and then I go on Amazon and find it for $40, I'm going to buy that one for $40. And now you just lost all your customers. So our products compete with Amazon, but they're the high quality that people like in network marketing companies because we do research and we bring new things to the market and all that kind of stuff. But usually when that happens is you have a high price tag. Here you don't have a high price tag. So what I'll do, and I'm probably gonna have to hop off in about 10-15 minutes because I've got another call at the top of the hour. So because we're doing these calls literally back to back all day long. And it's fun. It's a blast. And we're having a lot of fun with it. But what I'll show you really quickly is just kind of bring you, won't go through the whole presentation tonight, but I want to bring you through a couple things about how the compensation plan works, and just to give you an idea of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And these are all of our product slides. We have a product overview every Wednesday night that you can hop on and learn more about it. But in terms of how this company was formed, we already talked about that, of where it came from. But when you talk about the business model we have, and people are able to come in at however they want to fit into our model, online, retail, influencer, affiliate, network marketing, you get to define how you want to earn income here. And I have to change this slide like every week. Now we're number 24. And so the momentum of the company keeps going and going and going. And, business for home, the only thing I like about this website is that the momentum rank is based off real momentum numbers. You can't really fudge it. You can't make it different. And so business for home, it's extrapolating how many times somebody goes to our site, how many times somebody buys a product, how many times somebody goes to our YouTube channel, Instagram. And so it's tracking that real momentum. And this is something that is real time. And so our momentum rank when I started, now this is not because of me. So I make it so I'm not taking the credit here. But before, when the day that I started, it was 120. It's now 24. It's only been around for 2 months. Now, maybe that's because of Tanya, probably because of Tanya when Tanya came in. That's what really shot it up. But that's the thing that we're in this growth phase and we're just getting started. And you get to be a part of this because, again, less than 2% of our affiliates speak English. So if you speak English, you're in a good spot right now. And the thing about it is that we are in what we call formulation mode still. Now, products have been around for 10 years, being developed. We've been in business for 3 years. Why are we still in formulation mode? Because we just entered into the US market. Canada just pre-launched on April 1st. Canada's not even like officially launched yet. We're shipping products up there. It's working, all these different things. But the official launch of Canada will be this summer. We're already planning it in August, an event up in Toronto. So there's not an official launch there in Canada yet. Canada is an untouched baby. Like it's there's no one up there. We have one person that's a diamond. In the United States, we have 9 people or 10 people in the English speaking market that have reached that level of the company. And so when you think about stages of growth, you get to be in that formulation stage and know that you have the backing of a company that is debt free, owns all the land that their manufacturing sits on top of. They own the logistics provider. They have 425 employees. If there's any business people on this call, which I think there are, if you hired 425 people in the United States, do you know how much that would cost you? Probably around $4 to $5 million a month, not a year, a month. It costs our company about $250,000 a month. And so it can scale. So when we need 800 employees, it'll only cost $500,000 a month. When we need 1,000, so you can see the scalability. So the unfair advantage here is that we own everything. Not that we own the employees, but they're our employees. Like they don't work for another manufacturer. They don't work for another company. They're ours. Our logistics provider, our tech team is our tech team. When we're improving the website, which we're doing right now, they're writing the code. We're not hiring something to write the code. They're writing the code. So it's a huge thing to be a part of that. When you talk about income and how we earn here, it comes down to we give money to our customers. And what that means is if you're a customer here, and I just heard that we're about to make this available for retail customers too that go on auto ship. Right now, it's only available for preferred and affiliates. Soon, it will be for retail customers on auto ship. So they'll be able to earn these loyalty dollars back. And what these loyalty dollars are, let's say you're a loyal customer and you order 50 PV every month, which is around $80-ish. And you order that every month. You do that for 9 months, you're going to get 30% back. So if you do 100, you get 30 back. But here's the thing. You're getting that money back and you're being able to get products at 80% off. So you're buying products at a discounted price. You're getting loyalty dollars back to buy products at 80% off. And again, how does the company afford to do that? Because they're the manufacturer, they're the logistics provider, they're debt free. So they're making their money like Amazon off selling millions of batteries, not having Tanya buy a shake. Because that's how most companies are like, oh my gosh, we got to get Tanya to buy more shake. Because if you don't buy more shake, we don't make more money. Here, they're like, no, we don't want one Tanya. We want 10,000 people buying one thing. They make their money off volume because in the manufacturing world, that's how you make money. You don't make money off selling one shake. You make money off selling 10,000 shakes and you make $1 off everything. And I'll see the test here and then we'll do a giveaway too. I'm going to give away some products. And so if you're on here, if you know the quote from John Paul Getty about 1%, put the quote in the chat. I want to see if anybody knows that quote. The quote of John Paul Getty about 1%. If you know it, don't Google it. If you Google it, we'll find out. I'll ask AI. So if you know that quote, put that in the quote. The first person to put it in there, we're going to give you some products. So here's why I say that, because this idea of earning a lot of money off or earning a little money off a lot of people is really what we're doing here. And so what this allows you to do, when you hear the word influencer, right? And I got to wrap up in about 8 minutes. When you hear influencer, you go, oh my gosh, this is a person that knows millions of people. Millions of people. Yes, Sabrina, you win. I'm going to send you some products. I know, Sabrina. So you won some products, Sabrina. Good job. And so, again, it'd rather earn 1% off 100 people effort than 100% off one person. That is the key driving concept of this company. And so when you hear the word influencer, I don't want you to think I need a million people. Influence is me just going, "Hey, Tanya, I found something I really love. I'd love for you to take a look at it." And Tanya goes, "Okay." That means I have influence with Tanya. That's not a negative thing. That just means that I have a relationship that she trusts me, and I have the ability to influence her to take a look at something, not to buy something, but to look at something. And then she looks at it and goes, "Oh, that looks really cool. I want to check it out, and I'm going to buy it." Wonderful. She might buy it, she might not buy it. But if you have influence over a small group of people, and let's say you do and you sell around $300 in product, just $300 in product. That's it. If you do that, that's around 200 in PV in our points that we accumulate here. If you do that, the company is going to give you the option. You don't have to take it. Give you the option to purchase up to $400 in retail products for $40. Now, why would they want to do that? A, because they want you to use their products more and be a product of their product. And B, you can take that product and you could sell it to anybody you want and earn $360. And you go, "Well, that's great, James, but I do everything online." Wonderful. Do it online. Because if you sell $300 of product and then you hit this influencer bonus, and then people come to your website and they purchase up to $400 at retail, you get the difference. So what does that look like? Now, normally, if you're an affiliate, you get affiliate pricing. You pay $25 for S balance. Now you can sell it up to around $50 suggested. Now you can sell it at $50 like in person or at a clinic or something like that. Online, it's like $37.50 online because we keep the prices less expensive. So when you make a direct sale, you make the difference between $25 and $37.50. But let's say we'll just use a round number up to $50. If you're just selling a product, you make 25 bucks. If you're an influencer, you're able to purchase that product for $5 and still sell it for 50. So you're basically sharing in the MSRP, the manufacturer's price, and you get to keep the profit. Not just this month, but the next month, and the month after that, and the month after that, and the month after that. And so as long as you are an influencer, then you are getting this money every single month. And you go, "Well, James, what if I don't sell $300 of product in the first week of the month?" Wonderful. You can go buy $300 of product. So every month, my auto ship is set at $300 a month. So I'm instantly an influencer and I'm making this every single month, no matter what. And so now this is something where the average person can make money either just selling it to their friends or selling it online, either way. And so that's our influencer bonus. To me, this is the differentiator that no one in the industry can do because no one's the manufacturer, no one's located in Mexico, no one owns their own logistics company. No one can do this other than Amazon. Or if let's say Tammy goes, "I have this great idea for a product." And she goes to a manufacturer and she goes, "I want to build this product. This is what I want to make." She goes, "This is what I want to put in." And they go, "Great, Tammy. You can buy it from us for $5. And then you can go resell it for whatever you want." That's the model of wellness products. And you can get them made, you buy for $5, and you sell it on your website for whatever you want. You get that ability here, but you don't have to go figure out what the product is, or store the product, or ship the product, or do anything. This is truly you being like a drop shipper. So when you're thinking about, like, we go back to what Tammy said in the beginning, you adding another stream of income. This is you able to add another stream of income in the billion-dollar wellness sector without you taking the responsibility of figuring out the product, because the product is not on trial. It's been being developed over the last 10 years. So that's what you have your hands on here. And then, we have other ways to make money. When somebody buys a product for the first time, you can earn up to 45% of that volume back. If someone purchases a platinum, like we were talking about before, Tammy purchases a platinum from me, I make $270 one time from that. And then when she keeps ordering, I'll earn every single month as long as she keeps ordering. And so there's other ways to make money. We are not, I always preface this because sometimes there's people on here that understand network marketing, maybe a few of you. We are not a binary compensation plan. We're a unilevel compensation plan. all of our ranks, all of the things that we do, all of our reorders are all based off, I enroll Tammy, Tammy enrolls Robert, Robert enrolls Valerie. It's based off that. But we do have a bonus for those that want to help expand the company. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can just go la 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 and not listen to me for the next 2 minutes, because this is only for people that go, I want to expand the company. I'm going to help people enroll. I'm going to help them do that. Wonderful. This is a bonus for you. If you do that every week, they're going to go, okay, you're building 2 teams. Which team is the smaller one? We're going to pay you up to 20% of that volume of those new orders coming in from the people that are becoming affiliates. And so again, you do 9,000 in volume, 15%, that's $1,300 a week. Like our weekly bonus check this last week was around $4,000 for that amount of them. And that happens every single week. Now that's just one piece of the pay, because if I'm building and expanding the company, if I'm helping people do this, like a Tanya, and if Tanya goes out and she makes $5,000 in a week, the company gives me, because I brought Tanya in, $2,500 a week for having Tanya make $5,000. Or if it's split amongst all the people that I have enrolled, however it's sliced. But again, this is only for people that want to help the company expand. If you don't want to do that, you can make plenty of money in the retail side. You can make plenty of money where you have an incentive trip. You can make lots of money just getting product orders and helping other people do the same thing. Now, our average incomes, as I wrap up here, our average incomes are usually about twice as much for half the volume. And why I say that, I just go right to our diamond level. You've heard us talk about diamond today. Diamond level is like 50,000 in total volume. It's around 80 to 100,000 in dollar sales. The average person for that is making around $7,500 a month, not a year, a month. And that's average. So you're looking at somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000 in a month for a diamond, doing 50,000 in volume. And so this is where everyone wants to get to. They want to get to that diamond level. Now, again, Tanya's a double diamond. We're a triple diamond. These incomes are real. I know what I made last month. I know what we're making this month. The incomes are real. And we're just getting started. And so when you look at this and go, okay, I want to make $1,000 a month, get to gold. You're going to make 1,000 a month. You're going to do 10,000 of volume a month. You're going to make $1,000 to $2,000 a month residually. This is residual income. This is reoccurring income. We're not including bonuses or payouts or any of that stuff. This is pure residual income. And then again, I mentioned the only reason we show the big money is potential. So if you're in a company, if you've ever been in a network marketing company, usually you can count on one hand how many people are earning more than $50,000 a month on one hand. Even if the company's been around for like 20 years, there's only a handful of people. Here, we already have, at least, without me even, really knowing the numbers, at least 25 people or more making over $80,000 a month, right? And we haven't even started yet. So it just shows potential of where we're going. And I always show this too, because it's another one of those unbelievable things. If you understand network marketing, if you don't, just don't look at this screen. Cover your eyes. But if you do know network marketing, go, okay, at a diamond level, you're getting, paid on these levels of customers and people ordering. And then on the fourth level, look, it says 10% to infinite levels. To infinite levels in the unilevel plan. I'll say that, right? And again, that's because you are building, and how this comp plan is designed is if you help one person get to diamond, you almost automatically become a double diamond. So again, there's no secret. Well, hey, how'd you guys become double diamond? Tanya got to double diamond. We have volume outside of her. It pushed us up to triple. And so as long as you keep building, you keep advancing. And so even like this month, we're at triple diamond. We're going to earn 12% off our entire organization of 200,000 in volume. That's the residual check side. So I just want to show that to you, because I think it gives you an idea of, what we're doing here and the ability that you have. And, no matter if someone gets started, it's $29 to get started. We're waiving the fee on any gold or platinum pack. So if you get a platinum pack, which is 1,200, comes with a founders pool. What that allows you to do, it allows you to participate in a founders pool that's 1% of global customer sales every year. In order to get a payout from that pool, you need to hit silver level. And you go, oh my, silver level must be $1 million in volume. No, if we go back to what silver level was, silver level is right here, 2,500 in volume. So if you do 2,500 in volume, you have the ability to pull from that pool that we just mentioned. And again, that happens every single year. And that's the platinum package. Do you need to do a package? You don't need to. Now, if you want to participate in the binary side of this, yes, you need to purchase one of the packages, but we have packages starting at 200. It goes all the way up to $1,200. And these packages very soon, I won't put a date on it. These will be very customizable very soon, where you can customize and put whatever you want in these. Right now, they come with all our favorite products. But again, wherever you want to get in, you can fit in. Platinum and the gold, they waive the $29, and the platinum comes with the ability to participate in the founders pool. And so that is my breakdown of the compensation plan. We've got more videos, we got more things that you can look at from the one team perspective. All of our tools, all of our Facebook groups, everything we do is from the company down. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. All you need to do is get people in front of Tammy, get people in front of Robert, in front of Bob, in front of everyone on this call. And that's all you got to do, because we handle all of the rest for you, whether it's calls, training, tools, resources. That's built from the company down at no cost to you whatsoever. Tammy, back to you.
Incredible. I'm speechless because I'm learning more every time. My husband's even like incredible money. I mean, when you think about this compensation plan, I mean, you really honestly, I don't think anyone can say that there's something better out there, honestly. For residual income. So thank you so much for coming, James. I know you have to run. Anyone have any questions for James? I know the number one question I've been getting because I've had 17. So I love to sell the platinum level because I look at it like this. People are going to say, well, hey, what level did you come in at? And so, Tanya and LaFonda, we were all like, talking one day and I'm just like, all right, I got to do it. So I have all this product like behind my computer. Let me just show you guys. You get like 2 and 3 of everything. And so that's why I'm buzzing because I'm taking all of it. But I just wanted to say, James, so they also get the scanner for 99, right? So we've got, I think, 15 on a list. I just want people to understand something before James answers this. I'm just going to say it took Bob and I years to find something like this. You're getting it hand fed here tonight. So take action because I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. To actually see a 122-page report, I'm like, what the heck? I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is our granddaughter. I want to be around for her. So I just want people to understand something that you have learned something here tonight that it took us like what, years, if not months to find Bob. So thank you, James, for bringing this to everybody. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, LaFonda. James, if you want to just let everybody know our scanner's being shipped. I just got an email notification, but what is the timeline on the $99 scanner if anyone wants to join us platinum tonight?
Yeah, and this is what I love about this company, right? We love transparency. Okay,
Mhm.
we're not perfect, and here's the thing: we have 6 months of raw material, so we're never run out of our actual product.
Okay.
That's a big thing.
I love
But
that because I can't be without it anymore.
exactly, and here's what happened with the scanner. So last month, it's all Tanya's fault. No, it's not Tanya's fault. Last month we came in and we did some really cool promotions for the scanner. The $99, you get the platinum and everything. Well, the company was like, "Great, run guys, do it the whole month." We're like, "Okie dokie." And we sold 280 scanners.
Wow.
Whoopsie daisies. And we did that. And the thing is that the promo inventory wasn't connected to the back office inventory. And so then they did a little promotion. They're like, all right, we're going to do this promotion. And they did the promotion and they went and looked at their inventory. They're like, hey, where'd all the scanners go? And so we temporarily ran out of scanners. We did a massive order of like 2,500 scanners. They're going to be in by mid-June to late June. And we're never going to run out of them again because we have double inventory, just like we have for our raw material. But I don't think the company realized how poised the American market was for a quantum frequency scanner.
Yeah.
Because in Mexico, they use them in the clinic. Like instead of a blood test, they
Yeah.
use them in clinics. And so that's what they're like, oh, chiropractors will buy them. And everyone on here is like $300. Yeah, give me like 2 of them. Because In the United States, we'll spend thousands of dollars on frequency things and
Sure.
frequency pads and all this kind of stuff. So all that to say is we are still honoring it though. So normally the scanners are $300 that we sell them for in the back office.
Okay.
But if you buy a platinum, you're going to be able to be one of the first ones to receive them when they come in, which will be mid-June-ish to late June. It could be sooner, but it'll be around then. And you'll be able to get it for $99.
Yep.
Now you either pay the $99 now. There's no forcing here. If you got a platinum, you're in. You don't have to like pay the 99. If you want to, you can. But then once they come back in, we'll click down the list and just send them out as they come in. And that'll start mid-June. And you'll be able to do that. And here's the last thing I'll say is
Okay.
you don't need a scanner to use these products.
No.
The scanner gives you proof that the products work, but
Mhm.
like we said, the products are not on trial. If you take the products, you're going to feel better. We have a new video that shows you how to take the products. We have instructions, all that kind of stuff. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'll get the platinum and then I'll wait to start taking the products in June. Start healing now, and then test yourself. And if you're in a good place, the whole point of the scanner is that it's a tool to help others. And that's the other thing we're going to use it for is we need to go to clients and we need everyone to agree that you are not a practitioner as you're scanning people. You're
Yeah.
not a licensed professional.
I
And
think
so
that's
we need to have a little
important.
compliance in place as well. So that's the deal with the scanners. We're very transparent about it. It was kind of an oops on our part, but won't happen again. And we're correcting that as soon as possible. So thank
Okay.
you so much for
Thank you,
having
James,
it.
for coming on.
Yeah, and
Everyone,
I'm so
thanks.
excited for this
Thanks,
team
Tammy.
and everything that's going on. So have a good night, everybody.
Thanks,
Hi,
James.
James.
Bye, Kanye.
Take care. Yeah, so people that have been messaging me, we will have the link for it's a PayPal link that we'll drop it in the groups. And you know what? I'm forming like a list for my people. So LaFonda's been helping me gather that. So what do you think, Tanya? What should we talk about now? Anyone have any questions? That was phenomenal. I'm just mind blown. This is just the greatest thing I've ever seen. So,
It just gets
but
better and better.
yeah,
It
we're gonna
really
be having
does.
a meetup, aren't we? In
We've got some new
next
products
month.
coming out that are so exciting. We have a kids line coming. We have
Nice.
a skincare line that has to do with stem cells. I mean, we've got so many other things that are,
Oh.
on their way.
Yep. Hey,
Um,
Yeah, John, actually, you were on last week, right? I sent you an email. Did you get the email? If you can personally message me, because I'm not been stalking you, but I've been trying to find you on Facebook and your email. So I did send you an email with the link to sign up. So let me go ahead and end the recording and then we'll have a sign up party if you guys want to get going, okay? Let me just do that. Let me end the recording so then we can, if anyone has any questions, we'll be able to talk off the recording.